Good morning. Lots of birds, lots of green, lots of flowers. Springtime. Listening to the birds in the spring. Enjoying the flowers, the new growth. The new greenery. Our soul wants a new springtime. Life has its source. The source of life. And we have a springtime for the soul, which is Lent. Because we allow the soul to have its wishes, its desires, its needs. We let it breathe and come to life. The life of the soul is compassion and mercy. A human being without compassion and mercy might be incredibly intelligent, might be amazingly powerful, might have the ability to indulge in a lot of pleasure, but the soul is subdued, suppressed. Compassion is the name of the game. Walking together with hope. Somebody is in need and somebody comes by, maybe that person can help me, but there's no compassion. Keep walking. But when the person comes by and helps and appreciates the need of the other, there's already compassion of sentiment that will become compassion of action, hopefully, and the soul will be more mature. And in order to have that compassion, we need to have a source of life to give us the strength. And there we have prayer. To let the soul breathe. Let the soul breathe. Now let it be asphyxiated, short in oxygen, needing ventilator. Made in the image and likeness of the Almighty. Our soul has to hang out with the Almighty. But sometimes if we feel ourselves to be Almighty and have everything under control, maybe we don't need to pray. It's a nice, healthy attitude of humility. Makes prayer much more alive. And that's helped a lot by a little self-denial. Denying our inflated, our overgrown ego. The challenge of Lent the gift of Lent, the grace of Lent, to let the soul come back to its springtime. And these exercises are probably shared by a lot of humanity across other lines. Right now, the Muslims are doing their fasting, Ramadan, and they tie together very much with being generous, sharing. They pray. And other religious outlooks also suggest moderation. For us Christians, the focal point of Lent is actually on Holy Week and Easter, to see the amazing love God had for us, to take on our sins and suffer for them, suffer for us. And so that Holy Week doesn't take us by surprise. We need to bring our soul into good training, into a good wake-up. Let our soul have its way, not just become enslaved by tendencies and discouraged by our brokenness and burdened by our guilt. To let the soul thrive, to let it have priority. Some sports have spring training, spring camps to get fit again. And it's good to be practical, to be realistic, but also to let grace surprise us to do good things. And good fruits will come in time. Kathleen has, today is really the first official day of the pilgrimage. They were two introductory talks. I listened to them. You have a couple of attached notes here for the Lenten pilgrimage in the footsteps of St. Paul, pilgrimage of hope, walking together, walking, not stopped, walking, strolling, walking, moving. We need to be moving, walking together, leaving our slavery, 40 years leaving until coming to one's own reality, promised reality. Together, we're not alone. With hope, because we know there's wonderful benefits in all of this. So be practical. I also wrote a little article that's linked here about Lent. about our judgments, our prejudices about others, our relationships in the family, being able to walk more together, to live more together, and together to be able to help somebody in need nearby. The great openness of a family to those around them. We leave it like that, people. You have lots of inspirations. Have a little time for quiet. How are you going to do a little bit for prayer life in this time of Lent? Something for the family, something of self-giving that you give of yourself. And one of the best ways is compassion, gentleness with a family member who's difficult, healing a relationship that's hurt. These are great pathways to growth and to true happiness as well. God bless you. See you later, alligators. Have a blessed Lent. It's a time of great joy for the soul, a springtime.